What if I told you that while you sleep, your eyes are working overtime to heal themselves? Every single night, your body activates a natural vision repair system. But for most people over 60, that system is missing something vital. Without it, your eyesight slowly fades, and you never even realize why. You see, this isn't just aging. It's not inevitable. It's your eyes trying to rebuild without the building blocks. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Waking up with dry, gritty eyes, struggling to read menus, phone screens, or prescription bottles. That uncomfortable blur when driving at night? I understand how that feels. Truly, I do. And if no one has told you this before, let me say it now. You are not alone, and this decline is not your fault. Here's what most doctors won't tell you. The most powerful eye repair doesn't happen at the eye doctor's office. It happens in your own body, during REM sleep when blood flow to your retina increases by nearly 40% and cellular regeneration kicks in. But this only works if you give your body what it needs. Without specific nutrients, this system falters. It's like trying to fix a broken window with no glass, no tools, no frame. And while pharmaceutical companies are busy pushing more pills, surgeries, and prescriptions, no one is asking the most important question. What are you eating before bed? That one choice, your nighttime meal or snack, could be the difference between waking up with clear, refreshed eyes or blurry, dry, aching ones. Because food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. And when it comes to your eyes, the right foods at the right time can literally turn back the clock. Scientific studies show that cultures eating certain nutrient-rich foods before sleep experience far lower rates of cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration even into their 70 seconds and 80 seconds. Yet this research is often buried because there's no profit in teaching people to heal with real food. But that's exactly what I'm here to do today. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 powerful foods that support your vision naturally while you sleep. These aren't exotic ingredients or supplements you'll need to order online. They're simple, everyday foods that may already be in your kitchen. Each one plays a specific role in your nighttime repair process. Each one works in synergy with your body's rhythms. And best of all, they work while you rest. So, if you've been told your vision loss is just age, if you've been handed prescription after prescription with no real results, if you're tired of feeling helpless every time your eyes get worse, please stay with me. Because you're about to learn the truth that no eye doctor ever explained. You can support your vision starting tonight with one simple change. Let's begin with food number 5. It's something warm, familiar, and more powerful than you think. Shall we? Let's start with something that's probably already sitting in your kitchen. Ginger. You might know it as the spicy root that soothes an upset stomach or fights off a cold. But what most people don't realize, especially as we age, is that ginger is one of the most powerful natural allies for aging eyes. Let me explain why. As we get older, the biggest threat to our vision isn't just wear and tear, it's silent inflammation. This low-grade chronic inflammation builds up over time. It weakens the microscopic blood vessels in your retina, restricts oxygen flow, and quietly sets the stage for glaucoma, macular degeneration, and diabetic eye disease. Now here's the part that will surprise you. In a clinical study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine, researchers found that compounds in ginger, particularly 6-gingerol and 8-gingerol, reduced inflammatory markers in the eye by a remarkable 27% in just 2 weeks. That's better than many prescription anti-inflammatories without the side effects. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Ginger works best at night. Why? Because during sleep, your body enters its natural healing mode. Blood circulation improves. The optic nerve relaxes. And ginger supports this process by gently lowering eye pressure and flushing out inflammatory waste. It's like giving your eyes a warm bath after a long, exhausting day. I once worked with a patient named Frank. He was 68, an avid crossword puzzle guy, But lately, he'd been skipping the evening paper. His eyes felt heavy, sore, and unfocused. We didn't start with eye drops. We didn't add another supplement. We added ginger tea before bed. 3 weeks later, Frank called me and said, "Doc, I didn't just sleep better. My eyes feel awake in the morning." And that's not a coincidence. When you give your body the right support at the right time, healing happens. So how can you use ginger effectively? It's simple. About 1 hour before bed, take a thumb-sized piece of fresh, organic ginger root, slice it up, and steep it in hot water for 10 to 12 minutes. Sip it slowly. Prefer something quick? Sprinkle 1/4 teaspoon of powdered ginger into a bowl of Greek yogurt, or mix it into a small salad with dinner. Not only will your digestion thank you, your eyes will too. Many of my older patients who've tried this report powerful changes. Less puffiness around the eyes, less grit or burning in the morning, and noticeably clearer vision, especially when reading or working at the computer. Just 1 warm mug of ginger tea each night can become a gentle ritual of restoration. And remember, this is only the beginning. Next, we'll move on to one of the most misunderstood fruits in the world. It's creamy, delicious, and once unfairly feared for being too fatty. But as you'll see, it might just be your eye's best friend. Let's take a closer look. Now let's talk about a fruit that many seniors have been told to avoid. For years, avocados were unfairly demonized. Too fatty, too rich, bad for your cholesterol. But the truth? Avocados are one of the most powerful vision-supporting foods you can eat, especially after 60. Let's start with one of the biggest complaints I hear from patients. Dry eyes. You know the feeling: itchy, burning, sandy, irritated eyes that just won't stay moist. You may try drops, sprays, even medications, but the real issue often goes deeper. As we age, the outer layer of our tears, the oily layer that keeps moisture from evaporating, starts to break down. Without that oil, your eyes dry out quickly, especially overnight. But here's the magic of avocado. It's rich in oleic acid, a healthy monounsaturated fat that helps restore the natural oil layer in your tears. That means longer-lasting moisture, fewer drops, and less irritation. And that's just the beginning. Avocados are also packed with lutein, a plant compound that acts like internal sunglasses. It collects in the macula, the small but crucial part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that adults over 50 who ate just 1 avocado a day boosted their macular pigment density by 38%. That's a big deal, because this pigment acts like a shield, protecting your retina from the damaging effects of blue light and UV rays. So whether you're reading a book, scrolling on your phone, or driving at sunset, avocados help reduce glare, strain, and long-term damage. Now, let me be clear, this isn't a miracle fruit. It won't reverse decades of wear overnight. But night after night, when paired with the body's natural sleep repair process, avocado gives your eyes the raw materials they need to rebuild. So when's the best time to eat it? Evening, with dinner, or even as a bedtime snack. Here's why. The fats in avocado help your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like lutein and vitamin A, and they do it more efficiently when consumed with other whole foods. You might try mashed avocado on whole grain toast, or sliced into a salad with spinach and olive oil. Even just a spoonful with a pinch of sea salt and lemon juice is enough. I tell my patients this all the time. When you eat avocado at night, you're not just feeding your body, you're protecting your independence. Because clear vision means reading to your grandkids, driving safely at night, and living life on your own terms. So don't let outdated diet advice rob you of that. Eat the avocado. Your eyes and your future self will thank you. Next, we'll move on to a food that's small, sweet, and bursting with one of the most underrated eye-healing powers of all, circulation. Let's explore the quiet miracle of wild blueberries. Let's move to something a little sweeter. Wild blueberries. These tiny berries may look simple, but they carry a powerful secret. They dramatically boost circulation to your eyes. Here's why that matters. As we age, the smallest blood vessels in our body, especially in the eyes, start to narrow and stiffen. These tiny capillaries are responsible for delivering oxygen and nutrients to the retina, where all the magic of vision happens. When that blood flow slows down, retinal cells begin to suffer. They struggle to repair. They weaken. And eventually, they die, leading to conditions like macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy. But wild blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, natural plant compounds that act like little bodyguards for your blood vessels. In fact, studies show that these anthocyanins can increase retinal blood flow by up to 40%, sometimes within hours. A study at Tufts University followed older adults with early macular degeneration. After eating wild blueberries daily for just 12 weeks, not only did blood flow improve, but 78% reported sharper vision and less eye fatigue. And there's more. Anthocyanins also protect your eyes from digital strain, the tired, burning sensation you get after looking at screens too long. If you use phones, tablets, or even watch television before bed, wild blueberries offer powerful natural protection. So how can you get them? The best form is wild blueberries, not the larger cultivated kind. Wild ones have nearly twice the concentration of eye-protective anthocyanins. Just 3/4 to 1 cup in the evening, 1-2 hours before bed, is enough. You can enjoy them on their own, blend into a smoothie, or stir into a little Greek yogurt. They taste like dessert, but heal like medicine. I often tell patients, if you want to see better, improve the traffic in your eyes. Wild blueberries are the traffic engineers. Next, we'll look at a food that seems ordinary, but it holds the highest concentration of 2 of the most important nutrients for your macula. And the best part? It's available in every grocery store, usually for under $1. Let's talk about spinach. Now let's turn our attention to something humble, maybe even a little boring. Spinach. You've probably heard it's good for you, but did you know it's one of the most powerful defenders of your eyesight? That's right. This leafy green might be sitting quietly in your fridge, but inside, it holds 2 of the most critical nutrients your macula needs: lutein and zeaxanthin. These are carotenoids, natural pigments that give spinach its deep green color, but more importantly, they act like a built-in shield for your retina. They filter out harmful blue light, protect against UV rays, and help your eyes recover from oxidative stress, especially after long hours in front of screens or under bright lights. And here's the catch. Your body can't make these nutrients on its own. You have to get them from food. One large review involving over 200,000 people found that those who ate spinach regularly reduced their risk of macular degeneration by 43%. That's nearly cutting your risk in half with a vegetable that costs less than your morning coffee. But not all spinach is created equal in how it's prepared. To get the most from it, I recommend lightly sautéing spinach in olive oil. The healthy fat helps your body absorb the lutein and zeaxanthin more effectively. Even better, blend a small handful into a nighttime smoothie with avocado, blueberries, or even a pinch of ginger. It's an easy way to deliver a concentrated dose of eye-protective nutrients right when your body is preparing to heal. You don't need a lot. Just 1 cooked serving in the evening can make a difference over time. And if you're someone who says, "I just don't like spinach," I hear that all the time. But give it a second chance. Lightly cooked with garlic, blended into soup, or mixed into scrambled eggs. It's easier and tastier than you think. Because in the long run, it's not about flavor. It's about freedom. Freedom to see clearly, to enjoy your hobbies, to read, to drive, to stay independent. And spinach quietly supports all of that. Now, in the next part, we'll talk about a food that many of us were told to avoid for decades because of cholesterol, fat, and outdated science. But today, we know better. And your eyes will thank you for giving this food another look. Let's talk about egg yolks. Now, Get ready for a surprise. Because the next food on our list is one that many people, especially older adults, were told to avoid for years. Egg yolks. Yes, the yellow center of your morning breakfast. For decades, we were warned. Too much cholesterol, bad for the heart, steer clear. But modern science tells a different story. And when it comes to your eyes, egg yolks are one of the most complete, powerful vision-restoring foods on the planet. Let's break it down. Inside the yolk is a rich supply of lutein and zeaxanthin, the very same protective compounds found in spinach and avocado. But here's the difference. The fats in the yolk act as a built-in delivery system, helping your body absorb these nutrients up to 5 times better than from vegetables alone. In other words, the yolk doesn't just contain the good stuff. It makes sure your body actually uses it. But that's not all. Egg yolks also provide zinc, which helps transport vitamin A to the retina, improving night vision. Vitamin D, protecting against age-related macular degeneration. Choline, supporting communication between the eyes and brain. Omega-3 fatty acids, reducing retinal inflammation. Sulfur compounds, which boost glutathione, the master antioxidant that shields delicate eye tissue from damage. In one remarkable study from the University of Massachusetts, adults who ate 2 whole eggs a day for 5 weeks saw their lutein levels rise by 142% and their zeaxanthin by 92%. That's not a typo. No supplement in the world comes close to that. Now, how and when should you eat them? The best time is dinner scrambled, poached, or hard-boiled. Pair them with spinach, avocado, or even sautéed veggies in olive oil. Why dinner? Because eating egg yolks before bed gives your body a full night to use those vision-restoring nutrients during REM sleep when repair is at its peak. And if you're still worried about cholesterol, here's what recent research shows. For most people, eggs do not significantly impact heart health, and the benefits for your eyes are far too great to ignore. I've had countless patients who were skeptical at first. They'd say, "Eggs? Really?" But after a few weeks, they started waking up with brighter, less fatigued eyes. Night driving became less stressful. Reading became easier again. Sometimes, the most powerful medicine is the one we've misunderstood all along. So bring the yolk back. Not just for breakfast, but for your vision, your confidence, and your peace of mind. Now, we've gone through all 5 foods. But how do you put them together? How do you make this easy, simple, and something you can stick with for the long haul? That's exactly what we'll cover next. Let's create your personalized nighttime healing plan. Now that you've discovered the 5 most powerful foods for vision restoration, the next question is simple. How do you begin? You don't need a complicated routine. You don't need expensive supplements. You just need to let food do what it was designed to do, heal. So here's a simple plan I've shared with many of my patients, something you can start tonight. Step 1. About 1 hour before bed, enjoy a warm cup of fresh ginger tea. It helps reduce inflammation and prepares your eyes for deep, healing rest. Step 2. At dinner, include 1 or 2 of the following. Half an avocado for healthy fats and moisture support. A serving of sautéed spinach in olive oil to protect your macula. A couple of hard-boiled or scrambled eggs for complete vision support. Step 3. For dessert or a light evening snack, enjoy 3/4 to 1 cup of wild blueberries, either plain or mixed into Greek yogurt. These will boost circulation to your retinas while you sleep. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to eat all 5 foods every single night. But the more consistent you are, the more your body can rebuild slowly, naturally, and powerfully. Remember, your body is not broken. It's waiting. It's waiting for the right materials. And when you give it what it needs, healing is not only possible, it's expected. So what does this mean for you? It means waking up with less eye strain, reading without squinting, driving at night without fear, and most importantly, it means independence. The ability to take care of yourself, to see the faces of the people you love clearly, to enjoy the little things again. And it all starts, not with another prescription, but with what's on your plate. You have a choice. Not just to react, but to restore. Not just to manage, but to support your body the way nature intended. So I ask you now, what's your biggest concern with your vision today? Is it night blindness, dry eyes, reading fine print, or simply the fear of losing your independence? Share it in the comments below, because I read every single one. And I want you to know you are not alone in this. If this video gave you hope, or if you found something useful today, I'd be honored if you'd click like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. You never know whose life you might touch just by passing along the truth. And if no one has told you this lately, your body still works. Your eyes are still capable. And your best days are not behind you. So tonight, start small. Make the tea. Crack the egg. Eat the spinach. And give your eyes the chance to do what they were made to do. Heal. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. James Porter. And I'll see you in the next video.